were at that time. Let's have a conversation real quick, okay? Everybody knows to spend less and save more. Type in a 5 if you agree, type in a 0 if you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard that in my life, okay? Everyone knows to spend less and save more. Everyone knows that we don't want to be consumers for the rest of our lives. We want to transition from consumers to savers to investors. Everyone knows that. Type in a 5 in the chat if you're with me. Type in a 0 if you're like, Kat, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. This is the first time I'm hearing this. All right. So everyone knows this. Then why is it so hard to implement that? Talk to me in the chat. Why is it that we know we're supposed to spend less and save more? Why is it that we know we're supposed to spend less, save more, and invest more? Why is it that we know that, but we can't seem to do it? We can't seem to get it done. Talk to me. Why do you think that is? Talk to me in the chat, okay? Why do you think it is so hard, right? Because bills, well, everybody's got bills. Everybody's got priorities. Warren Buffett has bills, right? Okay, Elon Musk has bills. I have bills, priorities. Everyone has bills and priorities. The answer is your mindset. It is your relationship with money. How are you treating money? Somebody said self-control. That's what I'm talking about, right? Seems like no matter where I am financially, I feel like I need to make more. Absolutely. Right? Okay. And so, yes, we love to blame it on priorities. And this is not me picking on you. Whoever it was that gave that answer, Amber, right? It's not, I'm not picking on you, but we all have priorities. No one on this earth does not have priorities. No one on this earth does not have bills. Even the ones who don't have bills have responsibilities, right? And so why is it that some are still able to be wealthy despite these priorities, despite these responsibilities, and others are not, right? It is all in the mindset. It is all your relationship with money. And so that's what we're going to be talking about in day 1. Okay. All right. So let's get started. It's 12:13. I have an email going out at 12:15. So I should get an influx of people around there and then they'll be right on time. So let me see if I can go live on Facebook for a little bit. 1 second here. Okay. All right. And now it's asking me for a password. Load. I don't remember my Facebook password. I literally have it saved. Hold on. I should have done this from before. Okay, bear with me, guys. All right. All right. I see if I can remember my Facebook password. I think I remembered it. Okay, all right. Any other questions while we type in the chat? It didn't work. Okay, never mind. I was trying to go live on Facebook. It is what, I could probably do StreamYard at the same time since I'm here. Okay. All right, so let's dive into everything. Okay, let me pull out my PowerPoint. I'll do that in day 2 or something. That's okay. I was trying to bear with me here, guys. I'm trying to get my PowerPoint together. And for some reason, it's not allowing me to go to the first few pages. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, so type in a 1 in the chat if you are ready. Type in a 1 in the chat if you are ready. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my PowerPoint like this, okay, because it's not a PowerPoint, it's Canva, whatever, right? I'm gonna leave it like this because I will be going back and forth into real life examples. We're gonna stop sharing, we're gonna have conversations, right? And so I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna have the full screen for the whole day, okay? So welcome everyone to the Quiet Wealth Challenge. Now, why did I decide to do this Quiet Wealth Challenge? Let's actually have a conversation real quick, all right? As many of you know, I've been doing this for quite some time. I've been doing this way before COVID, right? For a few years before COVID. And then my Intelligent Profitable Investors group, right? Which was my business, which is now Sawa Sawa, right? Has taken off for the past 4 years. And so I have a book of business. In the finance world, we call that a book of business. So that would be my clients, people that I have worked with in the past. I have a list of clients that I have worked with in the past, one of them being here. She's been working with me for almost 4 years, all right? and they have results. They were able to get the basics of their portfolio up and running, right? Guys, the strategies that I'm going to teach you throughout my programs, obviously I'm not going to, give it all away in this free 5-day challenge. The point of this challenge is for you to get to know my style, to get to know, is Katiana what I'm looking for? Is working with Katiana the coach that I'm looking for? That's the point of this 5-day challenge, not to come and consume a whole bunch of free material just to go sit on it and do nothing with it, right? It's just a matter of, what is Katiana's style of teaching? What is she talking about? And is it relevant to me? Okay. And so all of that to say is, all of the things that I teach in my programs, they've implemented them. They're super easy. We know we're supposed to spend less and save more. We know that, right? We know we're supposed to have a savings account, an investment account, picking your stocks, right? Buying those stocks over and over. All of that stuff is very easy to do, okay? And so what happens is, my clients, because we work on mindset, we shift their confidence, we shift their self-worth, we shift their ability to manage money, we shift their way of looking at money, their investments are thriving. Type in a 6 if you're with me, okay? Their investments are thriving. I have clients who started with me, who barely had $10,000 in their portfolio. Now they have $250,000, going on $500,000. I have clients who started with $30,000, where their portfolio was stuck for 10 years at $30,000. They started working with me, and now their portfolio's at $500,000. I have clients who started with $0, and now their portfolio's at $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, right? And so now that my clients are getting results over and over and over again, they're like, all right, Kat, the stuff that you're teaching is easy for me now, right? I'm ready for that next step. I'm ready for that next level. What's next? And so here I am. I'm like, all right, my clients are calling me. They're asking me what's next. All right, Kat, you got to put your big boy hat on and go back to the wealth management firms and go rub shoulders with millionaires, centimillionaires, right? Go rub shoulders with the ultra high net worth individuals, right? Those are who at that next level that my clients aspire to be, and go learn from them, okay? And see what it is that they are doing. And so what I did, not only did I go learn from them, right? Let's have a conversation real quick. Here goes my 12:15 email. There goes everybody. They're all coming in like clockwork, okay, right? And so it wasn't enough for me to just go learn, because to be quite honest with you, I have my master's in finance. I have my licenses. So I have a lot of theory, right? I am the expert. But you know what makes the expert? You know what makes the expert more powerful? Is the expert being able to do the things that she is teaching you as well. Because I'm not going to lie to you, when I first started my journey, I had the accolades. I had the master's in finance. I had my licenses, right? I had my certifications. I knew all the book stuff, right? But was I implementing most of it for my own? I had a terrible relationship with money. So the answer was absolutely not. But my clients were thriving though, right? When I worked at the wealth management firms, when I worked at the different firms that I worked with, helping people with their retirement, helping them with their budgeting, their money was all great, but my relationship with money was SHIT. And so I wasn't able to implement for a very long time in the beginning of my journey. And so when my clients asked me, they said, Kat, what's next? Because all of these things that you're teaching me are now easy to me. And now I'm ready for that next step. Guess what? I wasn't just going to go learn it, but I was also going to do it. Type in a 7 if you're with me. All right. I was also going to do it. Because when you do it, you go through the obstacles, you go through the mindset blocks that my clients, when I say you, I mean me, when I do the things that I talk about, right? I get to see the things that theory cannot see. There are things that books cannot see. There are things that certifications cannot teach you. There are things that degrees and all the accolades cannot teach you, because only experience will teach you. And so I spent the last 1.5 years building a multiple 6-figure savings. Yes, I was very against savings. I was against savings. I used to tell my clients, you need to be investing more. Yes, you want to have an emergency fund, absolutely, right? You definitely don't want to be out there investing every dime that you have. You definitely want to have your emergency fund, but I would always stop there. I never looked at savings as saving for opportunities, right? And so I built my own six-figure savings, and then I used that savings and I tried different strategies that I saw the ultra high net worth trying. Number one, investing in private businesses, right? Investing in startups, investing in real estate projects where I just give my money and then I get my money back. Whenever the real estate project is done, I get my cut. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to lift a finger, right? And now I'm in the process of buying my first commercial property. I've done the international investments. I've done the private equity, and now I'm doing the commercial real estate. And the reason why I'm creating this challenge is because I want to take you on this journey with me. Why? Because this stuff is easy. Okay. It is so easy that I'm beating myself up. And by the way, I always tell my clients not to beat themselves up. So Kat, you shouldn't be beating yourselves up, but I wish I did this a lot earlier. It would have saved me a lot of heartache. It would have saved me a lot of money, okay? And it would have saved me a lot of time. And so when I'm doing this challenge, I am teaching you the process that I went through to be able to get to the level where I am, where I barely had enough money to even pay my business bills, to now having an overflow, to now having money available for opportunities. And that's what I want with you. Type in an 8 if you're with me, type in a 0 if I lost you, okay? All right. So I was expecting roughly around 40 people to show up, and we've got 37, 3 more coming, okay? All right, speak it into existence. All right, so let's get back into things, okay? So disclaimer, everything that I talk to you about in this challenge is strictly for educational purposes only. I am not telling you what to go invest in. I'm not telling you what stocks to buy. I'm not giving you any type of financial advice. I am simply here to teach you. Once you and I are working together, once we sign a contract and we say, Kat, I want you to help me in this journey. I want you to help me learn how to manage my money. I want you to help me learn how to multiply my money quietly in the background. Then you are now my client. Then we can have a conversation about what to do with your money. But until then, we are just strangers, okay? We're just strangers. Okay, sorry. I just thought of that song, okay? We're just strangers. We're having a good time on this 5-day challenge, all right? I'm not giving you any investment advice. Okay, beautiful. All right, so I talked to you a little bit about my journey. I'm not gonna go too deep into this. Hi, everyone, those of you who are new to me, okay? Like Dominique, who just started following me on Facebook. My name is Katiana Carré. I was born and raised in Haiti. I hold my master's in finance and a few certifications. A little fun fact about me. I actually traveled the world back in 2022. I was a digital nomad for about 10 months, okay? So what was I doing? I was running my business remotely and I was trading the stock market, right? To be able to sustain myself, sustain my living, okay? And so I did it for 1 year. It was a lot, okay? A lot of people are like, Kat, when are you gonna go back traveling? I don't think I'll ever do that again the way that I did it. It was too much. It was a lot. It was literally, I could never stay grounded somewhere. Like every time I started to feel like home, it was time to go. So if I were to do it again, I would stay longer. I would probably do like a 1 city every quarter, like every 3 months or something, to really get because I would start getting attached to a place and it's like, all right, Kat, it's time for the next city. And I'm like, oh, I wanted to stay here longer. So I don't think I'll do that, like 10 cities in 10 months. I don't think I'll do that again, but this is one of the luxuries of having your money work for you, right? To be able to travel, to be able to have more time with your family. Guys, it's not about the money, okay? I know we're having a conversation about money, but we're not having a conversation about money if you're picking up what I'm putting down. We're having a conversation about your free time. We're having a conversation about having time with your family. We're having a conversation about going back home to yourself. How many of you guys, one time one of my coaches asked me, they said, Kat, what do you want? And I didn't know. I didn't know what to tell her. I didn't know what to respond. Type in a 6 in the chat if you're clear about what it is that you want. Type in a 0 if you're like, man, Kat, you know what? I don't really know what I want. And it's okay to admit that, because I was once there, where my coach asked me, she said, Kat, what is it that you want? How do you define success? And I went blank. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to answer that, because I was so used to not getting what I want. I was so used to being disappointed over and over that I forgot to even know what it is that I want, because I was used to settling. I was used to getting, okay, you know, this is what I really want, but I'll take this one. It's okay. I don't want to complain. I just want to be humble. I don't want to ask for too much. Type in a 6 if that was you. Right? I know I'm asking you to type in a whole bunch of different things, right? You guys are with me, okay? And so I'm not talking to you about money. I'm talking to you about your freedom. I'm talking about putting your money to work so that you can do the things that you actually want to do, okay? All right, and so who am I? I help emerging and established millionaires. If you're in this room, you're either an emerging or an established millionaire. So I help you maximize your money. What does that mean, maximize your money? Take your money and give it different assignments. Somebody write in the chat, give my money assignments. Give your money something to do. Some of us, okay, I'm going to say us because I was guilty in there with you, okay? Some of us, the only assignment we give our money is to spend it. That's it. That's the only assignment that our money has, to pay bills and to buy miscellaneous things that we don't even know what we're buying, okay? And so we're here in this challenge to teach our money different assignments outside of just spending it on bills, okay? Yes, I'm not telling you not to pay your bills. That is not what I'm saying. Okay, please don't go telling people, Kat told me forget my bills. That is not what I said, right? Okay, we want to give your money different assignments, okay? All right, so this is me before, all right? This is my story before, and I kind of talked to you about this already, okay? And so remember, these PowerPoints are meant to just keep me organized, so I don't go all off in a tangent, and then we don't really get to talk about anything, okay? All right, and so this was me before. This was before COVID. This was before my business took off, right? I used to have to go to people's houses and coffee shops, right, to help them do all of this. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, those of you Blondine and those things, you guys work with me, could you imagine me having to meet you at a coffee shop or meet you at your kitchen table so we can have our sessions? Oh my God. I'm thinking about all the time that I wasted back then, putting gas in my car, driving in traffic, all of that, right? But I was as broke could be. I knew everything I needed to know about money. Your problem is not knowledge, right? A lot of people say, oh, I don't have enough information, or I don't know where to start. Yes, you do. Right? That's not your issue, right? My issue back then, yes, I was helping my clients. Yes, I was going to conferences. I was going to networking events, but I was miserable inside because I did not understand my relationship with money. I would make money and it would leave right away, because my money only knew one job, and that was to spend. And then it was to the point where I would go weeks without any money, because remember, this was my business, okay? Right? I had to go hunt what I was going to eat. I said I was going to have 40 people. I have 41. Look at that, right? Speaking it into existence. Okay. I got off on a tangent, okay? And so my money only knew, right, to consume. That's all I knew. I just knew how to consume. And I would go weeks without any pay. And by the time I got a client, okay, those of you are business owners, let me know if this resonates. By the time I got a sale, I got a client, it was just like a free for all. Like, oh my God, I've been starving for so long. Let me go and buy this. I'm going to go buy this. I'm going to go buy this. And the next thing you know, the money's gone. And then I got to do it all over again. Type in a 7 if this resonates, okay? Maybe it doesn't for you. Maybe you have a hold on your money. Maybe that's not your issue, okay? But it was my issue for a very long time. Feast, famine. Feast, famine. I got a client. Woohoo! Let's go shopping. Let's go eat steak dinners. I've got money. All right, let's go do this. And then 0. Now I got to do it all over again. And it's always a grind to get it back up. Feast, famine. Feast, famine, feast, famine, feast, famine, until I realized, I can't take another year of this. This is exhausting. Type in a 7 in the chat if you've ever looked at your money and thought to yourself, this is exhausting. I'm tired. I was tired. I was so tired. Whew, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. So tired. And I said to myself, what would it feel like if I had financial peace? What would that feel like? I want you to take a second. Okay, let's have a conversation real quick. I want you to take a second and I want you to feel, what would it feel like to have enough money, so much money that you don't know what to do with it? What would that feel like for your bank account to be overflowing with cash flow? For all your different savings, all your investments are flowing with money to where all your bills are taken care of for an entire year. What would that feel like? When I realized what that would feel like, guess what happened? I wanted to feel that more. I wanted to feel more of that. And so I kept asking myself, how can I feel more of this? And so I went to work. I started working on my relationship with money. I started working with a money coach, all right? And so my feast and famine was still feast and famine, right? Because it's not an overnight thing. Those of you who are going from challenges to challenges, free webinars to free webinars, trying to find that quick fix, it's not a quick fix. I'm sorry to say that to you. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It is not a quick fix, but it is a fast fix though, okay? I don't know how to, I just kind of contradicting myself by saying that. Okay, it doesn't take forever either, okay? It's not a quick fix, but it doesn't take forever, okay? It is not an overnight fix. You're not gonna fix yourself overnight, but it's not gonna take you 5 years to fix it either, okay? Does that clear it up, okay, all right? It's not a quick fix, but it's not a long fix either, okay? It's right in the middle. It's right where it needs to be, okay? And so I went and I started working on my relationship with money. Once I switched my relationship with money, once I switched my identity, my self-worth, the way that I saw myself. I remember someone told me, Kat, I wish you saw yourself the way that I see you. And that made me cry because I wasn't able to see my own greatness for a very long time. Type in an 8 in the chat if you're guilty of this, where you're playing small because you refuse to see your own greatness. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about this, right? Where you refuse to own your own greatness because you're afraid that you're going to make the person next to you uncomfortable. You're afraid that if you're too great, that the people around you won't be that great. So you know what? I don't want the spotlight. Ooh, I don't want to take it. So I'll just be this small little thing right here. I'll stay safe. I'm going to keep myself small to stay safe. But what if your greatness was the one thing that inspired the greatness out of hundreds of people around you? What if your greatness was the greatness that inspired hundreds of people around you? What if? What if your greatness inspired your family? What if your greatness inspired your children? What if your greatness inspired the world? Think about that for a second. I'm preaching. I always come on here and preach. I guess that's why my students come on these, because they like to hear me preach. Okay. All right. So this is after, as you guys know, right? You could even see the energy. The energy here was a little like dim. Even the colors are dim, like brokety broke. I was still doing what I was doing though. I had my master's. Okay. All of this here is me with my master's in finance, is me with my certifications, is me with all of my accolades, but my own money story was a mess. And here, right, this is where I was able to have freedom. Here I'm in Mexico City. Here I'm at the desert in Peru. I didn't even know Peru had a desert. If you've never been to the desert, add that to your bucket list. The serenity, it's like a blank canvas. I cannot explain it. If any of you like to travel, type in an 8 in the chat if you like to travel. If you like to travel, you need to go to the desert. I don't care when, who, what, when, where, why you go, okay? But add it to your bucket list, okay? This is me surfing in Peru as well, okay? I surfed, that water was cold, right? This is me meeting up a whole bunch of other digital nomads in Mexico City. This is me on my birthday in London, okay? I just decided to go to London for spend a whole 2 weeks in London, all because I shifted my relationship with money, okay? And I started putting my money to work for me. I started giving my money different assignments outside of just consuming, okay? And this is me stepping into who I truly am, stepping into my own beauty, right? Some of my students, there's a, I always call it, I always say, hey, there's a side effect, right? For being able to, when you work with me, there's certain side effects that you will experience. Losing weight is one of them, right? Feeling more beautiful in your skin. Some people get manifest a relationship. Some people have better relationships with their parents, with their spouse, right? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Somebody write that in the chat. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And so when we're working on your relationship with money, we are also working on other relationships, such as relationships with your body, with your health, with your family, with yourself, with your spirituality, okay? And so all of these are inherently being amplified because of the work that we do with our relationships, okay? With our relationships with money, okay? So this challenge is for you, okay? Those of you who are already here, okay? This challenge is for you if you feel like, type in a 9 in the chat if any of these resonate, okay? I have no problem making money, but somehow I can never, whoa, hold on. Typo. Okay. This is the beauty of me being transparent. I'm over here cleaning that up in front of you, okay? We don't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. I tell my students this all the time. We are not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. Did you progress from the last time we saw each other? Great. If you didn't, we got some work to do, okay? All right. Let's say it again. I have no problem making money, but somehow I can never seem to get ahead financially. Type in a 9 if this is you, okay? Type in a 9 if this is you. I have no problem making money, but somehow I just can never seem to get ahead. This was me. I could go out there and make money. I could go trade the stock market. I could go and get a client, right? I could go and do X, Y, and Z to make money, but keep it. That was a joke for me, right? It wasn't until I made that decision, okay? I feel overwhelmed by the thought of managing and investing my money wisely, okay? Type in a 9 if this is you, right? There's so much information out there. I get this one all the time. Kat, this YouTube guru says this. This YouTube guru says that. That YouTube guru says this is evil. This guy says no. This guy says yes. This guy says 401k. This one says real estate. This one. Type in a 9 if that's you. Okay. Yes, that is normal. Why? Because that person is giving blanket advice that does not apply to everybody. Okay. And this is why I always say to everybody, there is no one size fits all in finance. That's like trying to go to YouTube to try to diagnose something that's wrong with your body. You got to go to the professional. I don't care if you go to a natural doctor or herbalist, or if you go to the conventional doctors, but you got to go to the professional to see what's wrong with you, unless you are the professional. But a heart surgeon cannot perform heart surgery on themselves, right? And so that's why you're confused, because you're not going to someone about your specific financial situation. It's not about working with Kat, because I'm only one person. I don't work with everybody. I cannot work with everybody. My personality does not fit with everybody. Okay, I can be very harsh sometimes. Okay, I'm working on it. All right, I try to be respectful, right? But some people don't like that, and that's okay, because there are millions of other people who do what I do. But you gotta go to somebody. Okay, all right. I'm scared of making financial decisions because I don't want to lose what I've worked so hard for. This one is big. Type in a 9 if this is you. This one is big in a lot of my clients, right? I have clients who are sitting on 50K in the bank. They're afraid to use it. They're afraid to put it to work because they worked so hard for that 50K. That is a lack mindset as well. I got to hold on to this thing because I don't know where there's going to be any more. Money is infinite. Money is circling all around you as we speak. There are trillions of dollars being circulated around the world as you're sitting here on this challenge, right? The last one, I'm worried I'll never be able to achieve the financial freedom I dream of. Type in a 9 if this is you, right? A lot of people are like this, where they're like, Kat, I hear you. You know, buying businesses, investing in medical clinics, buying commercial properties. That sounds great and all, but that'll never be me. That'll never be me. Or it'll take too much. It'll take too long. I can barely make ends meet right now. You're talking to me about buying a building? I can barely pay my rent. I hope that's not you. If that is you, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to get rid of that right away because we got work to do. Okay? I hope that's not you. But if it is you, there's no shame. We got to get that out of the way so we can move to the next level. Because sis, I don't think there's any men in here, sis. The gifts that you hold, the gifts that you have do not belong to you. Let's have a conversation real quick. The gifts that you were given by the Creator, by God, by the universe, by whatever you believe in, they do not belong to you. They belong to the world. They belong to expand the world. You are the vessel that is meant to deliver your gifts to the world. We need your gifts. We need what it is that you're great at. We need that. The world needs your gifts. Somebody write in the chat, the world needs my gifts. Whether that's you're able to sing, the way that you speak, the way that you're able to understand people, the way that you write, the things that you're able to do effortlessly. We need them. And so it's not about you. Sis, it's not about you. And so if you can't put the oxygen mask on yourself, you cannot save anybody else around you. And so we got to get you out of there if that's you. I hope it's not you, but if it is, don't worry, I got you. Okay? All right, moving on. Okay, next. Okay, so everybody pull out your notes. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're good on time. Okay, everybody pull out your notes. And I want you to write down, all right? Actually, let's do a quick little meditation. Everybody get really, really, really comfortable. If you can. If you're driving, well, you can't close your eyes. But if you're not driving, if you're at your lunch break, all right, you can sneak in closing your eyes for a minute, okay? Go ahead and close your eyes for a second and take a deep cleansing breath in. Deep cleansing breath out. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Deep cleansing breath out. And I want you to imagine if money was not an issue, where would you be in the world right now? Look around you. What do you see? Describe what you see. What does it smell like around you? Is it flowers, incense, perfume, food, cooking, nature? Whatever it is perfect. Who is around you? Who are you with? And how does it feel to be around these individuals? And how do these individuals feel being around you? Or maybe it's just you in your own little sanctuary. Whatever it is, it's perfect. And what are your thoughts about yourself right now when money is no longer an issue? It is not an issue at all. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the world? What type of outfit do you have on today? Money is not an issue. You get to wear whatever you want. How is your hair? What does your body feel like? What does your heart feel like when money is no longer an issue? Take a deep cleansing breath into that reality and stay there as long as you need and come back whenever you're ready. And type in a 1 once you're back. Hey, how was that for you all? Talk to me in the chat. What was that like for you? I want to hear some feedback. What did you notice? What did you feel? What were some things that stood out for you? Talk to me in the chat. Sonia Chess says peace. Absolutely, right? Priestess Ifan Pomile says very peaceful, happy, right? Exactly. What else? What else? Talk to me. Who else? Right? Jamila says my body was relaxed like never before. No stress in my muscles, right? And so what we just did was we went into the subconscious mind. I don't know if somebody had asked a question earlier, but a lot of people ask me, Kat, how do I shift my relationship with money? Okay. So let's have a conversation real quick. What dictates our relationship with money? Okay. Well, when we look at money, those of you taking notes, when we look at money, okay, is a stressful situation for most people. Would you agree with that? Type in a 3 if you would agree, type in a 0 if you're like, Kat, no, money doesn't stress me out. Money is easy. That's not, what stresses me out is knowing, is actually, that would still be money, right? Okay, so I guess if money doesn't stress you out, actually, yeah, money doesn't have to stress you out, okay? All right, okay? And so whenever it has been proven that whenever a human being is put in a stressful situation, their logical part of the brain turns off. I'm going to repeat that. It has been proven that whenever a human is put in a stressful situation, the logical part of the brain turns off. This is why we stay in abusive relationships. Yeah, I took it there. We're all women here. I'm guilty. Guilty as guilty could be, right? This is why we stay in abusive work relationships, right? We know we want to leave. We know we want to change this situation, but there's no logic present. It's pure emotion, pure instincts. And guess where your money instincts live? Guess where your instincts live? Your instincts live in your subconscious mind. Somebody write in the chat, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is making all the decisions for you when it comes to your money. Why? Because your logic is turned off. Type in a 5 if you're with me. Type in a 0 if I lost you. It's okay if I lost you, okay? Your subconscious mind. And so when you grow up, right? Because when does your subconscious mind get programmed? Your subconscious mind gets programmed the first 7 years of your life. Sometimes it spills over into your preteens, okay? And so when you hear things like money is the root of all evil, type in a 6 if you've heard this before. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. That's for them over there. Why do you need all that money? They're wasting all that money. All these starving children in Africa, all these starving children in Haiti. You got to work hard for money, right? All of these things have been programmed in your subconscious mind. And so when your logic is off, guess what? Money is the root of all evil is what takes over. So you do everything in your power to repel money because money is the root of all evil. I better repel this thing because I don't want to be evil. Type in an 8 if you're with me. I don't want to be evil, so I better not have enough too much money, because if I have too much money, I'm evil, and I don't want to be evil. You got to work hard for money. You got to work hard. Well, if I'm not working hard for this money, then I don't deserve it. So, Kat, you're telling me that I can put my money in investments and my money's multiplying? No way. I'm not working for it. That's not right. That's what's going on in your subconscious. And so what we just did just now, we went into your subconscious and we showed your subconscious, see, having a lot of money can be safe. Look how my body feels. Look how peaceful I feel. Look how much more I love myself. Look how much more expansive I am because money's not an issue. So see, subconscious, not having money is what's not safe. But having money is safe. That's what we went and did with your subconscious. And that creates the permanent shifts that my clients are able to experience. Type in a 9 if you're with me, type in a 0 if I lost you, okay? And so what we just did, I'm gonna bring it all together for you, okay? What we just did is we taught your subconscious mind that it is safe for you to have enough money to feel peace. Because your subconscious mind has been believing that money is evil. Money is evil. Get it away from me. And so we had to show, hey, subconscious, knock, knock, listen. This right here, this money is not safe thing. It's not working. Okay. So this is the peace that I want. This is the people I want to hang around with. This is the things I actually want to be doing. And so I'm going to show you that this is safe. That's what the meditation just did. Any questions on that? What questions do you guys have for me? Okay. All right. So what is the big vision? We just talked about that. Okay. So this is the part where I would have talked to you about what to expect on the different days, but I'm actually going to skip all that. Okay. What you will learn today, you already learned most of it. I basically told you my whole story. Okay. Again, these PowerPoints are just to keep me sane. Okay. If not, I'm going to go all over the place. All right. We talked about the importance of mindset. We talked about understanding your relationship with money. Your relationship with money is established the first 7 years of your life while you are a child, based on what you were told by your parents, by the people around you. Okay. And so in order to switch that, in order to shift that, we must work with the subconscious mind, okay? And we did that by setting clear goals, okay? All right, any questions up until this point? Now, if you really enjoyed that little meditation that we did, okay? I invite you, although I'm going to talk to you about my main program, okay? I do have a main program that I'm going to be talking about towards the end, okay? Towards day 4 and day 5. As you already know, right? This is not a surprise. Whenever you join anybody's challenge, there's always a what's next, right? How do we continue working together? We'll talk about that towards day 4 and 5. But if you're interested, if you really enjoyed the meditation, the conversation we had about, having a better relationship with money, and you're like, Kat, you know what? You're right. You're about to talk to us about some investment strategies that I've never heard of before, but I need to get a hold of my relationship with money. Okay. So go ahead and click on the link below to apply to work with me. Okay. I have a private wealth circle that Blondine and Doceline are part of. I'm not sure if they're still a part of the presentation here, but you can go ahead. You're going to click on the link. Actually, let me click on it for you so you can see what I see. Okay. All right, so you're going to click on that link. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay, so you're going to click on that link. You're going to pick a date that works with you because we're going to get on an interview. Okay, so let's say you pick the 26th, which is today. All right, okay. Let's say you pick that. You're going to answer a few questions, right? You're going to describe your experience with investing, all of that. And then we're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk about, is this a good fit for you? Is the private wealth circle a good fit? So let me tell you about the private wealth circle. So the private wealth circle is a group of women. It actually started out as a boot camp, okay? It was a wealth mindset boot camp where the goal was to shift everybody's mindset, their identity, and their self-worth so that they attract the abundance that already belongs to them, okay? And so it started out as a boot camp, and everybody loved it so much that they were like, Kat, we want more of this. Can we do a membership where we meet every month? And so I created a membership around it. We meet twice a month, right? And I'm actually going to be elevating this membership. We're going to start doing quarterly events, retreats, I'm actually doing a partnership with something called the Founders Card, where you have the ability to get different discounts on things like private jets, right? First class, right? Business lounges, business things, dinners, private dinners, basketball games, concerts. So I'm working on elevating this membership because I want it to be a circle. I want it to be a sisterhood where we're all on this journey together, shifting our identity and self-worth around the concept of wealth building. Because here is the journey that my clients go through, okay? The first step to the journey is to get you to accredited investor status, okay? Accredited investor means that you are making $200K a year, okay? Or you have a net worth of $1 million, okay? So you're making $200K a year, or you have a net worth of $1 million, all right? And so the next, or net worth of $1 million, okay? And then the next stop to your journey is going to be a high net worth individual, okay? High net worth means that you have assets that equal $5 million. And then the last step, not the last step, but the next step, okay, ultra high net worth, right? Which will be high net worth, will be a net worth of 30 million and up, okay? And some of you are looking here, you're like, oh my God, this is scary, Kat. I don't know, do I really need all that? Well, you don't have to go all the way there. You could just stop here. Some people are just happy being here. Making 200K a year, having $1 million in assets. Some people, they're good here. Either way, you're covered, right? So the wealth mindset circle that we have, the private wealth circle, we are all in the journey to get here, to get to our first 5 million net worth. And how do we get there? We're going to talk about that throughout our day. Some people are just joining us. We're about to end, okay? All right? If you just joined us, I'm sorry, but we're about to end, okay? But anyways, all right. And so all of us together in the private wealth circle community, all right, we are on our way to 5 million net worth. And the first step is the mindset. We have to get comfortable, right? Owning this 5 million, understanding that we are worthy of this 5 million, and understanding that this 5 million is actually a lot easier than we're making it. Okay. So I don't accept everybody. I'm very protective about this group. Okay. And so I'm opening it up to a few people. If you are interested in joining us, click on the link right there. Let me put it in the chat again. Okay, click on the link and you're going to have an interview with me. If it's a good fit, then you will be invited to join us. If it's not, then maybe there's another program that's for you. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much it, everyone. Any questions, comments, or observations? Any questions, comments, or observations? Okay, it's always a program to make us stay humble. Yes, absolutely. Okay, beautiful, awesome. Non-judgment group. I approve of this group. Yes, Carmel. Carmel is also in the group. Carmel, are you able to unmute yourself? Are you able to talk? Hi, Amber. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yes, so that's pretty much it, everyone. If Carmel, if you're able to talk, I'd love for you to tell us how the group is, okay? But let me conclude for real, if you're not able to talk. Okay, or Doceline, any of you ladies, if you're able to talk, raise your hands. What happened to my PowerPoint? I have too many things open. That's what's happening. Okay, what happened to it? All right, so that's pretty much it for today. So tomorrow we will be going over, tomorrow we're going to be going over setting your clear goals, right? A lot of people tell me, Kat, what is it? How do I get started? I'm trying to do too much all at once. Okay, stop, pause, okay? So here's what to expect tomorrow. A lot of you ask me, Kat, I don't know how to get started. How do I get started with my investments? The best place to start, right? The step one is to know exactly where you're headed. So tomorrow we're going to calculate your financial freedom number. We're going to calculate exactly how much money you need in order to be financially free. Okay, type in a 1 in the chat if you found some value, right? I know you guys found value. Okay, all right, type in a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed this. All right, so that's pretty much it, everyone. If you have any questions, comments, or observations, okay, go ahead and do that meditation over and write it down. Write down all the things that you see. The more details that you write, right, the more powerful this visualization becomes, okay? And so I'm happy you guys found value. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're gonna calculate our financial freedom number, okay? All right, everyone, you are worthy. See you soon. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, everyone. That's it. All right, see you tomorrow. We're going to calculate your financial freedom number tomorrow. Bye.